team, you are potentially joining a very special group of teams to go back-to-back at the Robertson Cup Championship. What is it going to take from this team to be able to do that this weekend?
You know, we've been talking about it all year. It's going to take little details, and this group's been working hard. They've been competing all year. We've been through a lot with this group, extra video, extra details that we really think that separates us, and hopefully we bring that to the table at the Robertson Cup, because that's what's going to take. There's really good hockey teams here, and we gotta make sure we're dialed into those details.
The Lone Star Brahmas historically have always pretty much made the playoffs. They're a playoff contender team. From your experience of having the Lone Star Brahmas, what have you seen from this team and their ability to compete, lead into this series, being able to compete here at the Robertson Cup?
Well, this team has been, like I said, like when you win, you seem to, it's natural to be comfortable at the next year. And I've seen the guys coming back really wanting that cup again. And they've been really leading the young guys to the charge. And the young guys have been really making steps. And we talk about getting better every day. And I think this team is.
Talking about the veterans on the squad, you have 10 guys returning from that championship squad. What has it mean to have those guys in the locker room to kind of lead the newer guys on the squad?
Yeah, anytime you had someone go through an experience, it definitely helps you. I think these guys have, the 10 guys in that locker room know what it's going to take to win at the Robertson Cup, but it's different teams here. There's different styles of play. We just got to execute on us and really focus on what we have to do to win. And these guys in there know what it takes, the 10 guys, but you don't need 10 guys. You need, more than that to win a Robertson Cup.
What are you hoping to see from this squad tomorrow once they hit the ice against the Wisconsin Wendigo?
Well, we really need to see them compete, show that they've been competing all year, but you really got to do it when it matters. And this is the time to do it. It's exciting time for them. It's exciting time for us as coaches and fans. And I think this is the best time of year where you got to really show your best, your A game. You can't bring a C or B game or you end up losing.
Talking about A game, Ryan Cameron has led the league in about every stat for goaltenders, and he's been incredible in the postseason with 3 shutouts. What have you seen from his game, and what are you hoping to see once he hits the ice tomorrow?
I just want him to be the same guy he's been all year, and even in playoffs, he stepped up another level. But he's just been a really good young player that's very mature. He's been one of the better goalies that we've had at Lone Star as a young player. Hopefully, he's got a long career, but we just want to see him, compete and do what he's been doing all season long as being our backbone.
In recent years, the South Division has taken home the Robertson Cup quite a bit. What do you think about competing in the South Division carries over to coming here to Blaine, Minnesota?
I know that's a big stat, but we just got to take it game at a time. I'm focused on not worried about the South, but South is a tough division. It's very physical, it's hard, and that's what you're going to see in playoffs. And any team that wins in the NHL Stanley Cup, that's what they have. They play hard, they play physical, they play tough. So we've seen all that game in and game out, but there's a really good teams there, and they all know how to play that gritty style, that hard sell with a ton of speed. So we're very fortunate to be here. We're very lucky. Now we just got to prove that we're one of the top teams and win the Robertson Cup.
So Lone Star is the only team to sweep both of the teams that they had to face in the playoffs to get here. What have you seen from them, and what are you hoping to carry over with the momentum?
No, it's nice to get a sweep. Obviously, we want to sweep 3 more games. That's the goal. But we might have to face some adversity here, and might be a first period we're down a couple goals or down a goal, and we're going to have to be able to adjust. That's what this team we've been preparing them for as a coach. That's what we really want to see our guys, is be able to face adversity. We're going to see some adversity here. How we handle it is really important, and we played some really good hockey teams in the South. It wasn't just sweeps. Those were very close hockey games. And we had great opponents. The New Mexico was unreal series. It was not a sweep series, and neither was Corpus. Those are really 2 great hockey teams. We just came out on top, and we want to do the same here.
Dan, hockey is obviously a we sport, not a me sport. But for you, this could be potentially your third cup as the head man of the Brahmas. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means more to the organization than me. It is a we kind of thing. That's how we've always thought about this thing. Obviously, I want to win for the players and our fans. Like, I want to give these guys opportunities. Like, if you win a Robertson Cup, you definitely have an upper hand in your resume to go play Division One or good Division III hockey. So I'm really excited for these guys to put that on their resume.
And then Lone Star as a whole has been known, historically as a defensive-minded team, stout goaltending. But you guys have a little offensive flair to you this year as well. What can you say about the guys that put the puck in the back of the net for you?
Though there's been a lot of guys getting to the right areas, I think. Like we've been a defensive team. We still have that in our back pocket, but we have some guys that have some skill to get to the, make those tough area plays, but they're really getting to the goalie's eyes or getting to the backside. They're doing really good little details that we think that help you score goals in these kind of games.
And in the playoffs, any little break you can get always helps. Do you think the long layoff, the rest that your team has had before this championship is going to be playing in your favor?
I don't know the other teams, so it's hard to say. Like if we had a few more injury, we've knock on wood, we haven't had many injuries this playoffs, so we're very fortunate that we could have maybe rested some guys. But at the end of the day, I don't think the rest is going to be. Everyone's kind of excited. Everyone's juiced up. I don't think the rest is going to be a big thing. Now, if you have to go 3 games, I've done that before where we swept and then we ended up winning. I think that's going to be important. But as far as our playoffs, everyone's kind of rested now. They had a week to prepare. So I think everyone should be, there should be a fair playing ground for everyone.